Winter salt can silently kill your garden.
Hi guys, welcome to Gardening with Friends. Today we're talking about salt-tolerant plants for inland gardening in Zone 6B, especially for areas near roads, driveways and sidewalks.
Salt is one of the biggest hidden stress factors in gardens near roads and sidewalks. It accumulates in the soil and damages roots, and heavy splash can injure buds, stems and evergreen foliage. I'm going to suggest a few plants that handle road salt well and perform reliably in inland Zone 6B gardens. I've grouped these plants by how much salt exposure they can handle. Plants with high salt tolerance handle direct exposure, while moderately tolerant plants perform best set back from the heaviest splash zones. Let's dive in, starting with plants that perform best in high salt conditions. Daylilies are among the most dependable choices for roadside gardens. Their high salt tolerance comes from thick tuber-like roots that are naturally resistant to salt damage, keeping salinity out in conditions that would kill other perennials. They come in a huge variety of colors, heights and flower shapes. In addition, there are many reblooming varieties that will flower from early summer till frost. These plants are incredibly versatile, even tolerating part shade. While some are evergreen, in Zone 6B winter, most will die back to the ground before returning strong every spring. Next is Sedum or stonecrop. These are hardy succulent perennials with thick water-storing leaves. They come in many forms, from low-growing ground covers to upright clumping types like the famous autumn joy. What makes them a designer favorite is the massive range of colors, including lime, bluish-gray, bronze, and even deep burgundy. You'll get clusters of star-shaped flowers in shades of white, yellow, pink, or red from summer into fall, and even after they fade, the dried flower heads provide a sturdy silhouette and architectural interest in the winter garden. Blanket flowers are tough, reliable bloomers that handle heat, drought and salt exposure. They flower continuously from early summer into fall, often blooming for months with minimal care. The daisy-like flowers come in warm shades of red, orange and yellow, and they perform best in full sun and lean, well-drained soils. Yarrow is a tenacious perennial with fern-like foliage and flat-topped flower clusters that bloom in early to mid-summer. The plant thrives in the lean, salty soils where others struggle. In shades of yellow, pink and red, Yarrow ranges from compact mounds to tall clumps. It's a drought-tolerant powerhouse that reblooms consistently if dead-headed. Catmint features aromatic foliage that ranges from classic gray-green to brighter lime or chartreuse tones, paired with long blooming flowers in lavender blue, pink or white. It's a hardy plant. Roots remain resilient to salt buildup in the soil. Depending on the variety, plants range from low spreading form to taller upright clumps. Catmint is a magnet for pollinators, yet remain deer-resistant and drought-tolerant once established, performing beautifully even in tough roadside conditions. Many new varieties will rebloom all season long, even without shearing. Montauk daisies bloom in late summer into fall with crisp white flowers atop of sturdy, leathery foliage. Plants typically grow 2-3 feet tall with a similar spread. They tolerate wind, drought, and high salt exposure, making them ideal for roadside or driveway gardens. Montauk daisies also attract pollinators and provide late-season color when many other perennials have finished flowering. Switchgrass is another excellent high salt-tolerant option, widely used along roadsides for its upright form and extensive root system that helps it handle salty soil, heat and drought. Before we move on, I want to quickly mention a few more plants that also perform very well in high salt exposure areas. Low-growing Armeria and Dianthus are excellent choices right along sidewalks and walkways. Their dense mounded foliage stays tidy even in salt-heavy soil, right at the pavement stage. I also can't leave out Russian sage. This tough woody perennial thrives in harsh roadside conditions, including salt exposure, compacted soil, and heat reflected off pavements. It blooms for months, attracts pollinators, and stays upright and silver bright, while many other perennials start to look tired by midsummer. Here is a quick recap of plants that perform best closest to the road, where winter salt and runoff are most intense. As soon as you step in a little farther away from the pavement, things start to change. Pink Muhly grass is one of my favorites in that slightly setback area, and it's a perfect way to start the moderate salt tolerance group. This grass is a true showstopper in fall, erupting into soft pink clouds that glow in the autumn light. It's drought tolerant and can handle some salt exposure, but it performs best when it's not sitting in salt-saturated soil all winter. Plants in this group tolerate occasional salt, but they benefit from some distance from the direct splash zone. Alliums bloom in late spring to early summer with striking globe-shaped flowers in shades of purple, lavender, pink or white. Heights vary from 6 to 8 inches for small border varieties to 3 to 4 feet for large, dramatic specimens, with flower globes measuring 1 to over 8 inches across. They're deer-resistant, attract pollinators, and add strong vertical interest to borders and mixed plantings. Lavender loves full sun and well-drained soil, making it a great choice for areas set back from the road. Its silvery foliage keeps it looking fresh. The summer blooms attract pollinators, and it's low maintenance too, one of my favorite reliable plants in the garden. Globe thistle is a real showstopper with its steel blue flowers and upright habit. It's tough in sunny, dry spots and handles roadside salt when set back from the pavement. I've always loved how it adds texture and color without any fuss. Hellebores are perfect for partially shaded protected spots. They give evergreen structure and bloom early in the season. I've grown them for years, and they're one of those plants that quietly brighten the winter and early spring garden. Red hot poker adds bold vertical color to sunny beds set back from the road. Its fiery flower spikes really stand out, and it's tough, drought-resistant, and easy to care for. A personal favorite when I want a little drama in the garden. And here is a recap of the moderate salt-tolerant plants, best planted a bit farther back where conditions are still challenging but less extreme. In roadside inland gardens, salt is just as important to consider as sun or soil. Choosing plants based on salt tolerance and placing them accordingly helps your landscape stay healthy, attractive, and low maintenance year after year. Use the toughest plants closest to the pavements and place moderately tolerant ones farther back, where salt buildup is less intense. A little planning goes a long way in protecting your garden from this often overlooked stressor. Every plant in this video is growing in my own garden, and they've proven to be tough, low-maintenance choices year after year. If this was helpful, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Happy gardening!